Okay, I just want to make sure that you completely understand the number of exits in a high rise. One of the things I want you to do is to go over and look. Remember, I kind of showed you earlier this particular easier type table that you can find in the textbook, but it's occupant load per story, number of exits per story. The key is per story. 1 to 500, you have to have 2. 501 to 1000, you have to have 3. More than 1000, you have to have 4. All of this is found in your IBC 1021.2.4, which you will find right here. You can see this where it explains to you the number of exits. So I want to kind of make sure you understand that. So then if you go back and you look at a high-rise building, okay, here is a high-rise building that we're going to look at, and I'm going to move it just a little closer so that you can kind of see and understand this. Remember, that's per floor I was talking about. So if you have on the 8th floor, it doesn't matter what floor it is, but if you have an occupant load of 450 people, that means you have to have 2 exits. So a minimum of 2 exits are required. But if my next floor has 825 occupant load and it's floor 7, that means I have to have 3 exits. So 3 exits will be required on that. And that means anything below that has to have a minimum of 3 exits. Even though I only need 495 for my occupant load on floor 6, that means I still have to have 3 exits. So we're going to have 3 exits going on down until we get to a larger occupant load. And then a larger occupant load would be of 1020, remember, because we have over 1,000 people. So that means we're going to have 4 exits. So from that point forward, you have to have, or going down, not forward, you will end up having to have 4 exits. Now, a lot of people in a high rise, if they have 4 exits down here, they're going to do the 4 exits all the way up, because if the building is the same size, they don't know how or what you're going to end up changing that occupant load, that classification, to something else. So you could end up having, so a lot of times they'll put 4 exits required, exit stairs, remember, enclosed, rated stairways to get down. So we have on the first floor, even though we only have 400 people in there and it requires 2 exits, that means we've got to have 4 exits because all of these people are working their way down. When we have a basement and it says an occupant load of 51, that means 2 exits, because remember, between 1 and 500, you have to have 2 exits. So those 2 exits are going to be going up and going out. So I hope this clarifies some of the items that you're trying to go through when you work on your scenarios.